welcome to the Teh Tarik Night Hour, along with me, Azreen, and also
Kit.
this is a special episode, because we want to try something different tonight.
Yes.
If you saw the previous episode, we're wearing the same clothes because we just one shot recording.
You spoil the mood already, you know.
It's okay.
Because we want to go gel in the mood, the night mood, you know.
But we're trying something different here. So this is the Teh Tarik Night Hour, where we talk more spiritual topic, or deeper,
Deep topic.
deeper topics. In
Just-
particular,
Okay lah. We don't say it like that lah. I also know how to talk.
more adult topic. Actually, we normally talk adult topic also lah.
just suddenly come out with our mind, and then we are thinking of what after we.
Oh, maybe I should put like a background music.
No lah. so scary man.
No, like jazz music like that.
Or jazz music
Oh.
Then production
Let me try to see if we can put one right now lah. It might not come in the video itself, but you know what? We try first. The problem is I scared whether or not it's gonna be copyright free. Okay, wait, let me try. Copyright free jazz music. No copyright. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Wow, so nice man.
But I don't think it will come out in the video. Because I don't think it's like it's okay. Never mind. But it's for us lah. This is for our own feel. So basically, with Teh Tarik Night Hour, we want to go into deeper topics and much more I guess much more spiritual talk lah. Especially for tonight's episode where we're talking about, the topic is about the afterlife. What is the afterlife? Okay.
What do you think after you? I think for religions, we will saying after we pass away, we will go for heavens or go for hell, right?
That's a religion.
The religion always is saying, if let's say you do the good thing, you will go heaven.
Good people go good place.
Yes.
Bad people go bad place.
Yes.
Basically. Middle people.
But for
half good, half bad.
no lah, this
So
is
your top half in the heaven, bottom half in.
but
Sorry.
but after you die, seriously is a
What will happen when you die, lah? Basically, some people will go. We can go to the extreme ends of this, lah. Which is, in religion, you go to a good place and you go to a bad place. In the opposite sense, the people who don't believe that means like
Are you believe?
I
Before for religion, yes, we believe, right?
I tend to go back and forth about this sometimes. You know, like there are periods when I think like we live, we die, we gone. That's it. The brain in your the brain electric neuron in your brain, once it stop, you gone.
Do you know our internal God? This me, yourself.
Yourself lah. What is considered yourself? People
Yes.
say that's your soul, right?
Yes, the soul.
But then other people would say who don't think that there's a soul. It's more like just the culmination of your memories, your thoughts, your brain lah, is what develop who you are. It's not necessarily a soul thing. It's just the thing lah. But we're talking like in the afterlife sense, like the one spectrum is go good place, go bad place. The other spectrum is when you die, you are dead. That's it. There's no like the end no story. The end no blackness no.
For me, sorry. For me, the dead, maybe it's just your body is dead. But for you, your soul, maybe you go for, it's like you take a bus or you take a train, you have a one called interchange.
Like you change to a different form.
Yes,
is it?
you change, maybe you are go for interchange, we don't know what bus or what train you go and take. You will go for, maybe you are good people, you go for heavens. This maybe you are bad people, you go for hell.
But
And maybe You are maybe something else. You go for the animals or some other places. This is the interchange. The way you go for your journey. This is what I am
But like,
thinking.
I mean, that's kind of like reborn karma kind of thing. Like you are reborn into a different form, kind of thing, lah. Basically.
Mm-mm. I mean, this is a more on karma theory, right?
Yeah, I mean that can easily explain, like, the souls coming back and coming in, and because, like, if you think about it, like, if people die and they go to a place, how big is that place? How much people is there? How many people is there already? Like, is there a limit? Is there heaven section A, heaven section B, heaven section C, or maybe there's hell, like, lower ground, upper ground, middle ground, like that, like different type of heaven and hell. Like, if you think logically lah, sometimes it's like, how does it work? But when you say like it's karma also, it's a bit weird lah, right?
Yeah, because you see, you got animals, you can insects, or all these kind of.
But you just imagine lah, if you reborn if you are a soul and then you are transferred into something else, right? Or if you transfer it to a toilet brush, then
but the toilet,
what happened then?
the toilet brush is not the
Hey,
creature, you know.
don't play. I got a friend. She tell me she always afraid she will be reborn as a toilet brush because she's such a terrible person. So how then? What if we reborn as a, I don't know, a shoe, a very terrible shoe or what?
This is your journeys, man. You choose a wrong bus or wrong train, man.
How does that work? Like, if
You see, if let's say
you say like this, like lottery.
yeah, you come to the means to do an interchange, man. You go to interchange like bus interchange or train interchange. You don't know where you're going, but you got someone to lead you. Maybe it's got angels or someone to lead you.
Then
the one is called.
Then there's a devil purposely force you to go the wrong bus. You see?
No, because this depend on your your destiny also, man.
Is it my friend's destiny to be a toilet brush? Is it?
Maybe it's a toilet brush.
See, that's a funny thing. Like, when you choose to think of it like certain way, right? When you question certain parts, like, what if they become toilet brush? Like, what's the logic behind them? Like, what's the purpose of them
Your
being
destiny? You are not brush your toilet well in this life.
So
the next life you
the
become a
punishment,
toilet,
you become toilet
brush. You want to be a toilet brush because your life is not brush your toilet
Yeah, but,
well, you know.
Okay, what constitutes you becoming a toilet brush then? Like, what's the what's the requirement? Like, if I was Hitler, would I become a toilet brush then?
Seriously, I don't know.
I mean, it's one way for us to explain for life after death, because, like, it's a very scary thing, right? Not knowing what happens after that. So for some people, it's easier to just accept nothing is there after death, and that when you're dead, you're gone. The only thing that keeps you alive is people's memories of you, lah. But for some people, it's safer and easier to assume that there's a place that they can go to be better, lor. And like you say, for you, maybe some people prefer is that they want to be reborn back, to come back to the world that they love. Maybe as a toilet brush or something. But all this is just an explanation for us to be able to deal with what happens after we die, lah. I mean, it's a natural thing to question, lah. But, like, sometimes I wonder if you think too much about it, right, you just get paralyzed by the thought of it.
These questions lah. I mean, I'm in the kids and the child time. And always I ask myself, how come I got this me Ah Kit? How come suddenly the world got me in this world? What's the I contribute to this world? What I going to contribute for this world? I'm here. I'm in Malaysia or I'm in the earth. What's the value?
Purpose,
what the purpose? What the value? What the core? I'm here. And of course, not just simply I put one person or in this earth. Azreen, you be here. You got the meanings here. You got the reason and the value in here. You understand what
Some
I mean?
people believe that there needs to be a reasoning for everything.
Yes.
There needs to be a reason why a kid is born here. There needs to be a reason why,
it should have a reason, should have a value,
But I mean, the opposite also is also true, that there can be no reason whatsoever for anything to ever exist. Like, why Why do some people born into terrible family? Why do some people end up being in abusive relationship? There's no rhyme or reason as to why something's happened. Something just happened because it happens. That's a equally logical explanation, as well as you saying sometimes it's just destiny that forces you to take the path that you've chosen. In the end of the day, it's all about
It's
like,
not to go. You going to choose the destiny. It's the destiny to choose you. No.
some people will argue that all the path that you've taken has already been put down before you, like people who are religious will say like God has chosen this path for you, like you go through this tribulation in order to grow as a person. Some people would argue that to make them feel better about the choices they make lah.
Mm-mm.
And it's understandable, and you can accept that lah. But to me, it's like finding that definitive answer of like what happens after death.
Mm-mm.
It's kind of like not necessary in the end, because to me, right, once you found out the answer, right, it's much more worse than not knowing. I realized that as I grew up lah, because not knowing is what makes us being able to keep going, because you don't know what happens. It could be like I end up close eye, black, done. Or I close eye, open, wow, 72 virgins. Wow. I don't know. Or I open eye and see Satan there. He say, hello, Azreen, you are destined to go to hell already. I'm sorry. So I don't know, man. Like, we don't know. So we don't have to, we can
You
push
don't
ourselves to...
put any worry about after dying. lah.
Exactly. if you know for a fact,
Mm-mm.
if you know for a fact that you are chosen to either go to heaven or hell, wouldn't you be worried about that choice more than living your life?
But not necessary. I mean, this one is also. I will not go to choose my destiny. I can't also, but it depends.
Exactly. Once you lost that freedom of choice, what are you doing already with your life, man?
But not necessary. Heaven is a good place, man. Only the ones who people who are tell you heaven is heaven, but heaven don't know it's not a heaven.
I mean, different people have different understanding of heaven,
Oh.
Mormon church people say the Mormon church they say
Oh,
heaven
Mormon, yes.
heaven is that they have 9 planets or something like that. When you die, you get planets, and then the wife you marry will live with you in that planet forever.
Different galaxy.
They are so amazing. I remember also Japanese cult religion. Their leader is a reborn of all the super leaders like Buddha or Jesus or Barack Obama. Apparently. And then if they want to go to the heaven, which is a space planet in the universe there, they need to worship him and give him money. So there's like there are ways for people to take advantage of this. But to me, it's like, what happens after death? I think it's more fun that we don't know. More fun.
More fun.
I don't know. For you, do you worry about what happens after death? Or is it because you're just curious what happens after death?
Actually, I'm just curious. But if let's say you also don't know tomorrow what happened to you, right? Tomorrow you also don't know. Why I care after I die? Tomorrow I also don't know, right? Why I care after I die? After I die, it's just I treat it as an interchange. For me to maybe as a transform to other creature and then become other things and another journey. It's a transformer.
I mean, that's the whole idea of like using religion as morality, like to justify you doing good and justify you doing bad,
Yeah.
Because without that, people will argue like human will become animal, no law, no nothing, right? Without religion, without this carrot at the end saying that, oh, if you do good, you go to the good place, like this kind of thing. That's the only reason people don't kill each other, I personally don't believe that, I think inherently human have a understanding of good and bad. As a society, we've learned what is good, what is bad, because we can understand when we do something to some people, that people will feel bad. Of course, we don't do it anymore. Like, you want to understand their feeling as well. So that's like just a basic understanding of human. But to put out afterlife is like to really make sure that you don't do anything bad, But I think even though we say that,
But this is more of karma. The karma theory.
it's still about collecting points,
Collecting points.
like trying to collect points to go heaven.
Like school.
It's very funny the way religion is the system of religion works in wanting to go to heaven. It's very capitalistic. You try to get as much point as you
Actually,
can.
I think religion is different of the leaders. And we are going the same place, but only the different leaders lead you to go to the same place.
But it's kind of funny, right? If you think like that. Is it like we all share the same heaven?
Only the religion actually is the humans who has this knowledge.
Then
The religion is there, ma.
what about the alien religion? What if alien have religion?
The,
Their heaven different, is it?
maybe we are the same planet. We don't know. Maybe after we transform, we
Then maybe we are karma. We turn back into alien, is it?
maybe. How we know? Maybe we are alien.
Become a cell, is it?
Become a cell.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like the infinite possible answer there is much more fun than knowing that when you die, you go to one place, lor. When you die, you go to this place, lor.
I get stuck here. I don't know.
I mean, we are not smart people, lah. Let's be honest. We don't know like the morality, the philosophy of like religion to understand like what happens after death and justify what's what. Because there's no real answer. What? How are you going to prove to me?
No one to prove lah.
You summon the Momo to call the hantu. It's kind of funny though, because I say this like I talk to this like in a sense that there might not be heaven or hell in the end, but I'm also afraid of ghosts. So how?
Spirit. Spirits, not
I
ghosts.
see a horror movie, I scared also.
But serious lah. I believe it's a spirit lah. Spirit because they have this certain time the people who are passed away, they have this certain time will be the spirits in surrounding us. After the period, they will to go for the other galaxy or other places lah. I don't know how to explain it.
I mean, you can make up a lot of stories there already. I don't know. That's how religion works, right? We just make up story.
Yeah, because but every religion they also believe the ghosts and then the spirit also ma.
I mean, there needs to be lah, because if not, then
Even the Chinese, the Chinese and Muslim or whatever lah, the spirit, their belief of spirit, their spirits not create lah. Actually, is we are humans ma. After we pass away, of course we have this the spirit come out from your bodies or what.
I mean, so you say we don't know for sure one. How do we determine a spirit? Like, how do you determine a spirit that exists or what? You go watch the Spirit Ghost Hunter show, is it? What? Make noise in the pipe there, is it?
Casper.
Like, I mean, a lot we don't know is that actually spirit or maybe just person going crazy also. It could be because you're going crazy, what? I mean, at the end of the day, like, what happens in the afterlife, it's still like one of the biggest mystery as a human lah. But is it a mystery that we need to solve leh?
The religion will tell you what?
Huh?
The religion. You believe, if let's say you believe,
Is blind faith also a good thing eh?
we choose to ignore it or we choose to understand it.
I mean, the thing is that I worry sometimes like, people use it as a weapon lah. The idea that what happens after death, like if you want to go to heaven, you need to do the like terrorist attack, like the jihad. Why Muslims commit jihad? Because they think it's a path towards heaven by doing a crusade that makes for the better of the religion lah. That's using religion to a wrong extent and using the afterlife, promising the afterlife, promising that you get 72 virgin after you die, commit suicide, the Twin Tower thing. That's a wrong use of afterlife lah. To me, that's what happens when people use it wrongly. It becomes like a terrible weapon. No lah, because for me, it's like, I like to think that there is some kind of afterlife lah. Even though I sometimes don't believe it, sometimes I wonder whether or not it really exists. But I like to think that it does exist lah. Because it makes it easier for me to accept when people are gone.
Maybe after life, you become a toilet paper, toilet roll. No toilet brush.
Then short life already. Or if I toilet brush, I can live forever. Unless I get destroyed, no.
Always kiss with tahi, you know.
Nowadays I eat shit already, no.
Ay, terrible this.
Well, okay, let's not think. Let's switch the topic a bit. What do you think will be your perfect afterlife?
Perfect afterlife.
What do you think is your perfect afterlife?
Perfect afterlife. I never thought about it.
What do you think what will make you happy when you die in the afterlife? Like when you wake up in the afterlife, what will make you happy? Not really an easy thing to consider, right? Because you don't really know like what will make you happy when you in the afterlife. Like right now, what are the things that make you happy? Talking with friends, makan, being able to relax, right? Will that make you happy when you are in the afterlife?
Because I believe in the value. If let's say afterlife, we make something in the value, for the world or for means the societies or whatever.
Okay, so does that mean like when you die, that means you're reborn to something better then? Like what will be a reborn of better for you?
You reborn if let's say you come back to the human. If let's say you got the opportunity back to the humans, then of course you have this value to contribute back to the society. Like if let's say you understand the society,
is being human better?
If not say you will not be a human,
come back,
maybe you'll be a pet, or maybe a pet, maybe become a kucing.
Is that upgrade or downgrade for you?
I don't know. Because I'm not choose the destiny, it's the destiny you choose me. This is the good question. Then we become
if you had the choice, then what would be the choice?
The choice.
No. If they give you the bus trip, they say, Ah Kit, I give you the ticket.
I want to repeat my life again.
Repeat your life again.
Yes, I want to repeat my life again. Maybe I got the wrong choice or whatever. I do the wrong thing. I will correct myself and do it again. This is what I want to back to become Ah Kit again.
I mean that's one way
I don't know whether this one is you say if let's say your choice okay, I come back to become Ah Kit again and then do the right thing, and then I can know because I already have this this past these memories I can I want to be a better people. I want to contribute this country. I want to be somethings because I know this will be happens.
Then you can just build time machine, go back in time.
The lottery.
Do the same thing.
Maybe
I know see, you remember the jackpot by the number. This is not betterment.
Okay, I'm not all the numbers you are remembers, but you are know how to become a better people and how to become a rich person.
Invest
Maybe,
invest in Google, invest Tesla. This is just take advantage lah, Tyler. I mean, that's one. I think that's more like self-fulfillment fantasy lah. Like just to be you want.
But for you, how about you?
For me, it's like I
toilet bowl, toilet bowl, toilet brush.
I don't believe in karma lah or rebirth lah. It is like because the thing is right. If you say rebirth, right, that means there's a lot of people and beings and things in here that recycle their soul.
Recycle their soul.
It's like the soul go come back. It's like the same people over and over again. I think that's just very boring. No two people is the same for me. Like it shouldn't be that. That shouldn't be the case. It shouldn't be like, Ah Kit, your soul is you, your unique soul. After you pass away, your soul still remains you. If you soul come in and come back, then is that new person, or is that new person Ah Kit? Like when you talk about the soul rebirth thing, that's why I feel like it's very conflicting. Like right now I'm Azreen, then I pass away, then my soul get recycled again. Okay, then it's go into another person, but this person name is Malena. Is that person Malena or is that person Azreen? Am I Azreen right now, or is my soul is somebody from before? Like you start to question who you are as a person.
You are no more Azreen anymore, ma. You are the ones is called Melinda or whatever names lah. Because this life, you are already transfer
Then
to others.
basically, we're just like a USB drive. Is after you finish the full thing, you delete, go back into the slot, which is even funnier when you think about that. Because then that's the case. Your brain, right? Your soul is basically data. Your data can be downloaded and then uploaded somewhere else. That kind of thing also.
Your soul already transferred to, to Merinda, this person, because the place is empty. You are stuck on the new life again, but you don't have this memory, but your soul is still there.
That's the thing. Like, is that still considered your soul then? Or is it Melinda's soul?
This life you call Azreen, but that Azreen is just a name of this life.
Then originally I am just
you.
A soul.
A soul is you.
A soul that has this behavior, that's this thinking or what. It's like that.
It's a behavior. It's a you lah. It's a you things lah. I don't know this you or me. You and this you how to explain this you, because you will be
yourself the self.
Because you do this thing, maybe without this body I can do some things. The spirit, maybe I come out from my body, say I can do some things else. But after I transform to animal or whatever, maybe it's the other creature, it's same thing. You is still you.
But is it really still you then? Because like you wouldn't behave like you do.
But you are already the memory different. You still you don't have this memory. You USB.
But the barcode is still there, is it?
Yeah,
the
barcode.
Your ID code is still there.
You is YOU ma. The code is still there. You are already transferred. If let's say you are animals or whatever creatures, you are still there. But the limitation and your ability is different.
I mean, it's
some things are like, I transfer to Azreen. Okay, you become Ah Kit already. Maybe I have a different set of skill. Different set of the things. Even the memory also different. You also don't know. Before I'm Ah Kit, before I'm born in Malaysia. All the things will be erased. It already removed. But you is still there. You are still. But someone's maybe they will turn on the entire memory, recall back as like a computer's lah.
If I never delete properly, then some of the memories come back.
Maybe your last life is who? Maybe your last life is Anhua or some other people. Maybe it's some kind like this. No.
I mean, yeah, that could work, I guess. But again, it's still like it conflicts with the fact that like once you start anew, it's a new person. It's not you per se. It's you. You say it's you as a self, but like it's a different person altogether already. What? To me, I just view it as that, because like if I am Azreen, then I'm born to Melinda. That's Melinda already, not Azreen. It might have essence of Azreen, but it's not Azreen. It's Melinda already.
It's not Azreen and also not Merinda. It's you. Because Azreen is not just this life. Maybe you got a past life. You don't know ma. This is it's
that's also very dangerous. That's very dangerous. You don't think when you suddenly walking, then you suddenly remember last time you are Guan Yin or something.
you know sometimes
you are the
I don't know whether how come this place or this person is so familiar?
The deja vu thing, is it?
This person or this man is so familiar, or this place also familiar. Maybe I went here before, or I don't know. I got this
that feeling, right?
This feeling, yes. Maybe some people say you very close to, I remember, but I'm not remember your name. Maybe I met you before, but this is the first time we met.
Maybe you're just a crazy person.
You know.
But I mean, for me in terms of like the perfect afterlife is, of course, based on my religion, is that there's heaven and that I will be able to go to heaven and meet the people I love hopefully. But I know for sure I'm going to hell.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
God knows. God knows already why. I'm gonna be real.
You kill someone?
Not that. Hey, you don't say Sometimes some people say killing is not the worst thing you can do.
You kill an animal.
You see the 72 virgins coming for the suicide bomb. Sometimes some people say the worst thing you can do is eat pork, Alright. if I'm being hopeful, there is a plane of existence that we go into where the people you love is there. That's what I hope.
But seriously lah, you think this question before after you die? I mean, it's not just about we discussions here.
Of course, a lot of times, especially after my parents pass away. Like after my parents away, of course you wonder like, oh, what happens to them? Well, of course you try to rationalize yourself lah. Sometimes like you try to say, oh, angels brought them, whatever, and all this thing. But we don't know. I just believe it because it makes me feel better for them lah. Even though the truth is we don't know the answer all I know is like they pass away. That's it, the end. No?
But in the religions, if let's say you got some ways to connect with the person who are passed away, got some way to connect with them.
Why would you want to do that? I mean, to me, like, maybe I understand some people who have unresolved issues to want to connect with people who passed away. But for me, it's like, if you have passed away,
is it the religion got some way? I mean, Muslim lah.
I don't think so. There's no like, ritual to connect with the dead.
The
we just like if the person passed away, you just send your prayers in order for them to become better and they'll say like, they'll watch over you and all this thing But I don't believe people who have passed away are consistently watching over you okay? Because that would be very weird. If a person who is dead, the spirit watch you all the time, then you go toilet you take a shit or you they watch you also, is it? That's a bit weird, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm not too crazy about that I just take the surface level of like they moved on, maybe they're in a different plane of existence and they are better. That's it.
Because for our Chinese,
you can try to contact the dead people.
they have these things.
I mean, you do things like
it's like the phone call, and then I try to do the phone call.
Or you burn the money and all this thing for the people afterlife for their.
This one is
Taoism, right? But I mean, like, do you think those things actually work, man?
Not really. Serious. You burn the. Hey, you seriously you burn the house really the house maybe I say we can can do that you burn the paper things you think the paper thing is the become a real one.
You never see the movie the ghost is like, oh, I need a car, then you burn the paper car, then come the car so that one no last time the show was like that one
that's why it's self-satisfied.
I mean, that's the thing. Fact of the matter is like we don't really know what happens after life. We can speculate or hope for what can happen. At the end of the day, we don't really know. And I think it's better that way. Like knowing the end is not fun. You really want the spoiler, man? You really want a spoiler, man? Like if you know you're going to heaven or hell, right? You already know the ending, So like what are you doing in your life already?
So be a better person.
Try to be a better person.
Yeah.
Don't be Jahannam like. Wow, so deep topic tonight. With Teh Tarik Night Hour.
So suddenly it's night time. You got the mood to talk this kind of topic.
I mean, as long as it's not scary topic okay, bro.
Not scary Actually, it's just a very curious for my young time. Then maybe you bring up the the discussion, the thought.
I mean, it's more like philosophical in a sense, rather than actually like.
Because at young time we always ask, how come suddenly got me this kind of curations.
Like, don't you worry when you think about that too much? Like, it hinders thinking for yourself and just living your life, because you'll be worried about what is real, what is you, what is yourself, what makes the world around you work like that. When you start thinking like that, it becomes mind-numbing for everyone. Don't know for me, it's like when I start thinking like, how does this existence work? Is this our current universe? Is there something smaller, like in your nail there? Is there another universe there? Or if you go further up, is there another universe there? Is there someone watching us over this universe? When you start to think all this thing, I used to think all this thing all the time, like when I was younger. Like, what is our existence, man? Like, how far of the edge of the galaxy works? Is it forever? Is there an end? Do we fall off something? But then when you think about that, then no time to enjoy life, no time to see hamtai. So in the end of the day, I think like as I grow older, it's like, Why worry so much? You can wonder, you can think about it, but to obsess about it can be dangerous. Hopefully you don't become like Or
Just
you do-
enjoy whatever you have and enjoy whatever
As long
you
as don't-
enjoy.
It's don't karma back into a toilet brush.
Maybe one day you become a toilet brush, you will enjoy also.
Hey,
Wow,
hey.
Tahi coming.
Hey, if I'm a toilet brush, right, probably I will do more good than I do bad, because I will do my purpose, which is to clean clean shit also.
Seriously lah. If let's say for one thing lah, you have to have a good sign and a bad sign, right?
I mean,
You have to look for the good sign, that the directions lah.
easier said than done. People always see negative first. At least I see negative first.
You have to be positive.
Half empty, my world. Not half full, half empty.
So if let's say today you are happy, you are doing something, if let's say lah, for one makan come to you, I mean this one makan and say, oh, this is nice. Is you depend, you say nice or not nice. It's bad. Actually,
Wow, then you made me think like that, that food, right? That nice food, is it someone that karma born into that food to give me that experience of eating
Okay,
that good food? Or
if
something?
really the food is suck, lucky today I'm still got food to eat. If something is like
But that's more perspective thing, right?
yeah, you have the perspective. You say, it suck, but you still got the food to eat today, right? If let's say the food is nice, of course it's got the more. It's like, the food is very nice, it's very good. But the food is bad to you today. At least today I got the food to eat. You see, maybe some people don't food got the food is.
Why a simple one, today bad food, Well, at least I'm not dead, It's the only thing.
The only
Good
today,
food, At least I'm still alive.
today I still survive.
Still survive,
Still survive.
Nowadays, people think it's I survive rather than I'm alive.
Yeah, after the COVID, you see a lot of people are not survive.
What damn.
really. We
True
have to
also
think
lah.
of positive, right?
Wow, then
Yeah, and you see the COVID. After the COVID, really a lot of the family broken lah. The people who are passed away.
I mean, yeah,
they are not planned any, not proper planning. The COVID is actually not
But
don't have the preparation for people.
But that's
to,
the thing.
to plan.
Like COVID happened because of our mistakes, our human mistake.
Mm-mm.
Not really a God thing or a destiny thing,
But for us, I know lah, because maybe the lab will come up the issues. That one is
Hey,
the
don't say
issue.
Wuhan lab.
that one is the other issue. But for our normal peoples, I don't know, is I kena COVID. 2 weeks I will pass away. This is thing. Lucky I'm still here. I'm still enjoying the
life,
the life, the talk here. But some people and some of my friends already kena COVID. Maybe it's
Not so lucky.
not so lucky. Yeah, I can say. So we are lucky here and have a
Can
talk.
do
and
can
can
do this
do a
talk thing.
podcast and talk this stupid thing.
Hey, don't say this is Teh Tarik Night Hour where we talk
Yeah.
much more smarter.
And night is more stupid,
Actually, it's more stupid.
More stupid.
We ask a so high question with no answer one. No one can answer.
But okay lah, today.
Okay lah, alright. I mean, we talk enough. It's almost 40 minutes already, bro. I thought this was supposed to be a short episode. Another long episode lah. Why so many things to talk?
I think today is you are more exciting,
Huh?
You more energy after
Just after dinner, bro. Okay lah. I mean, thank you. We don't know if this is gonna be a regular occurrence. How often we will do night hour, because this will probably be doing just the passer time lah. Unless if this becomes suddenly so hangat and viral, then we will change to night hour.
maybe we can talk about some other topic who are can sharing with our
Audience.
the audience. You know, maybe one day we interact with the people who are people who are online, and then maybe
We might
you
be
guys
able to
give
do
some comment lah. Means the audience give some comment.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, as long as it entertains you guys, that's the most important thing lah. We just try here to while we talk stupid things, we try to entertain people lah. That's the only thing we can do. And hopefully you found it entertaining listening to us on this Teh Tarik Night Hour. As always, thank you for listening. As always, I'm Azreen and this is Ah Kit, and we will see you guys on the next Teh Tarik Night Hour. Good night.